Hi, welcome to video lesson 1.4. We're going to be doing a tutorial over discovery journals and art investigations. You need to have a few things out of your student book, discovery journals, your art investigations for 7th and 8th graders, and your rubric for discovery journals and art investigations. Okay, and notice it's divided into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sections. Okay, I'm just going to briefly tell you what this is before you look at it so you can kind of know what's happening. This is the stuff that you're going to do to get your page ready. This has to do with the prep work, preparing your page. Okay, this has to do with all your pictures. All of this section is your writing. Annotations mean writing. Okay, this is like your notes and stuff. This is only for the 7th and 8th graders. Okay, so this is your advanced stuff that I'm going to be looking for. And then this is all for point punches. This is extra stuff. So if you want to write this stuff here to help you, you can, so you'll know kind of what it's doing, and just kind of read over this stuff. Look at what things you required for your grade level. Okay, and once you look through all this stuff, you can go ahead and watch the rest of this video, but take a minute to make sure you kind of are familiar with what all this says, and I'll see you back here in just a minute. So we're going to look at a 4th, 5th, 6th grade entry, okay, and then we're also going to be looking at a 7th and 8th grade entry and comparing the two. Okay, now you notice right off the bat this one has less, it's less crowded. This one has a lot more stuff on it. It looks a lot more detailed, a lot more intricate, have a lot more drawings on it, okay, than you do this one. And that is okay. That's how it's supposed to be. That's because for the 7th and 8th graders, more is required. You should see something. See this image here? We tried something, experimented with it here, with the cone shape here, here. Did a spiral with it here. We did cones in different positions here. So we did all of this experimentation just for this. Okay? Now, the 4th, 5th, and 6th grade, here's the same shell. How much experimentation did we do with that shell? This is about it right here. That's a huge difference between your 4th, 5th, and 6th grade and then your 7th and 8th grade. You can see that in this shell too. Same shell. We did the 4th and 5th grade, 4th, 5th, and 6th grade did a couple of experimentations with it. They tried some stuff out with the line here, doing straight, so it looked like it's a flat object, so they said flat here, and here they did curves on it to show now the same shape. Okay, it looks rounded just like this, so the curve makes it different. The lines curve around the shell to make it look real. Okay, so now this one, here's the same shell. They did some radial design here. Here's the shell again, talking about it. Here they did some stuff here and here. So we have a lot of experimentation going on for this shell. This one here, we also have some experimentation here, here, and even over here. Okay? And we're even comparing stuff. We're comparing this shell to this one. Okay? See how the arrow is pointing here, and then this shell looks like the nautilus shell down here. All right? This is a lot of experimentation and development of ideas, okay, versus this one doesn't have that. Okay, so that's the main difference between the two. So let's see, the first ones, let's look at the preparation for a page. We've got the proper page used, the title, and the theme. Okay, yes, we have the proper page. Make sure you don't do this in your regular daily work section and classwork and all your homework and stuff. Do this in the section labeled for your discovery journal or your art investigation. So we have our title here, okay, and our theme. Our theme is what we're going to be looking at. All of our images are going to be based off of shells, okay? We still have to look at all the line aspects about shells. Now, if this was a color study, we don't have to talk about line stuff with these. We're going to talk about the color of the shells, okay? But this time we're doing line. So, the older children, okay, older students, they had the same thing, line study. And look, they did a really cute thing over here for shells. It looks like the paper's kind of peeling back, and you see that. So that's a creative way to do your theme as well. Now let's do our pictures, okay? Let's look at the pictures, the images and drawings, all right? There should be a variety of drawings. You can have drawings, or you can have clipped images, okay? Now, these two both only have drawings. I did not go to a magazine or print out any pictures and cut them out and glue them on here. You should have at least 4 main images and several accompanying experimental images. Okay, now these are main images, okay, the ones that you start with, okay. See, I started with this shell and then I kind of experimented with it, started with this shell, did a few experimentations, started with this shell and kind of experimented off of that. And the older kids, we started with this shell and did experiments off of that, started with this shell, did a couple experiments, started with this shell, did some experiments here from it, started with this shell, did some experiments. So the image you start with that you work off of, that's your main image, okay? 2 of the main images may be clipped images from a magazine, but you cannot have more clipped images than you have drawn images. So I could have found some pretty shells from magazines and stuff and glued them in here, but I just have to make sure I don't have 3 clipped images and just 1 drawn image, okay? That can have 2 clipped ones and 2 drawn ones, but I can't have more cut out pictures than I do with stuff that I actually drew, okay? So keep that in mind.